We are back for another round of Full Throttle. Let's load up from Corley Motors. Alright, here we are. So it looks like I've got a factory entrance. I can leave. And I don't think I can go anywhere else right now. I seem to recall, maybe I'm just nuts, but I thought in the original one the clouds animated a little bit. Good music and environmental scene. What do we got?
Just like the cell doors in Solitary. I'm here for the shareholders meeting.
Mr. Ripburger has postponed the meeting until Mr. Corley's murderers are apprehended. All the shareholders were notified.
Yeah. Well, I haven't checked my voicemail lately, Mac. Corley Motors. I've been meaning to come here for years. This is really a religious pilgrimage for me. A religious pilgrimage with a lot of butt kicking.
Alright, I don't think there's anywhere else I can go. Oh, wait a minute. I can go down? Where's down take me? Interesting. So where does left take me? Okay, both take me out. Ah. Let's come down here and see what we've got.
Souvenirs here.
It's a joystick. Probably for that little car.
We got your hats. We got your pennants. We got it all right here. Official Corley Motors merchandise.
Excuse me, but are those shirts, are they all cotton?
Well, let's just see here.
Ah?
100% cotton.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm allergic to cotton.
Drive your own derby car by remote control. Sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. Our bunnies come with batteries included.
Looks like it's getting weak.
Oh, great, you killed the batteries. Lovable little bunnies.
Oh.
It's out of juice.
We got your t-shirts here.
Okay, so that just grabs the same thing.
It's out of juice.
All sizes and colors. Fill our handy beverage hats with your drink of choice.
Excuse me, but are those shirts, are they all cotton?
Well, let's just see here. "100% cotton. Yep. You big feller, come give our derby car a spin. Souvenirs to remind you of your special Smashatorium adventure. Buy your kids a bunny so they'll shut up on the long drive home.
That's the old hardtail Mo restored with Malcolm.
So I'm probably gonna have to win that.
It's the exit. It only spins one way, and it's the wrong way.
Then let's
I'm
go
not going
inside.
in there. They all think I killed their beloved leader.
That means I need to find myself a disguise.
Those weapons were a lot of weight.
Okay, not sure what you just said, but we'll go with it.
Don't be a cheap jerk. Buy something. If we don't got it, then it stinks.
One case of bunnies, please.
All right, let's see the cash, amigo.
I'll owe you.
Well, The Corley Bunny Value Pack is a cash-only ticket, bro. So, right when you get work, eh, Sonny? Pat the bunny. You know you want to. You just can't get this stuff anywhere else, folks. And
It's meant for nuts.
what's a couple of bucks in exchange? These souvenirs all have an expected... Don't crowd, everybody. There's enough for everyone.
Well...
Looks like something big's going on in there.
I need... a battery. Where do I get a battery?
A bunny won't do much there.
So, I think I remember what I'm supposed to do. I just don't remember how I'm supposed to do it. I don't think I can go in yet. Well, I don't think this will do anything.
I bet bunnies aren't allowed either. It's meant for nuts.
Well, use your nuts. There's no viewpoint. Whatever I gotta do, it's gotta be down here. The battery is dead.
That's right. Official Corley Motors Smashatorium souvenirs. Don't go away empty-handed. Come on, give me a break.
It's meant for nuts.
Souvenirs to remind you of your special
Kinda cute. For a car, that is.
Buy your kids bunnies.
No.
Alright.
That's right. Official Corley Motors.
Not putting it back. No.
All sizes and colors.
A bunny won't do much there.
We got your hats. Drive your...
I'm saving that chain for my friends on the old mine road.
If we don't got it, then it's...
It's a joystick. Probably.
Buy your kids a bunny so they'll shut up on the long drive home.
It's meant for nuts. Something small, furry, and yellow.
Sorry, this is the only set of teeth I got.
Oh,
Dang, there goes another one.
nasty.
How about that little car there?
It's small, but it's not cheap, my friend. You better just take it for a test drive to make sure.
Bunnies, and plenty of them.
You want bunnies? I got your bunnies. How much you got on you?
Can I just take them out for a test drive?
I think you may not be ready for the kind of commitment that comes with a Corley Bunny Value Pack. Sorry, son.
Those shirts come in extra large?
No, but they're pre-shrunk.
No thanks. What do those pennants say on them?
Can't beat a Corley, they say. Kind of ironic, actually, considering how he died. Still, look great on your bedroom wall.
No walls. My bike is my home.
We could set you up with a little pole so you could make a flag, you know, for your back seat.
I'll think about it.
Do you actually have any money?
As much as I need. Seen any vultures around here?
Nah, we don't have much of a vulture problem here, even though their hideout is right up the road. They stay pretty much locked up in there. Not very social.
What's in the hat?
I don't know. Came filled with it. Probably some sort of packing material. Packs a punch, I'll tell you that much. Looky here. Nothing personal, but why don't you mosey along and stop scaring away all the other customers, all right?
Just clearing my throat.
Don't go away empty-handed. I'm practically giving this loot away.
Alright, so let's go see if we can find the vulture hideout. Oh my.
It's closed. sucks up the juice. It's sealed shut. It's meant for nuts. It's meant... It's meant for nuts.
Well,
I'm saving that. The bunny won't do much there.
alright, so secret entrance to Quarry Motors. Doesn't quite have what I need at the moment. Let's get on the bike. Vulture territory.
There's the vulture's hideout on the other side of this field. I've heard a lot about the vultures. And I guess it's all true.
Alright.
I don't want to set off any of these boys.
Love that music. Alright, so I've got my battery. One hell of a big hog. Probably hard to ride. Alright, let's come back down here.
Pat the
Annoy the
button.
vendor.
You know you want to. All sizes and colors.
That should put some life into it.
Sure, sure. Take it for a spin. Just don't go out of range. Hey, don't go in there. Now look what you did. The entrance is all the way through the factory. Hang on, little buddy. Daddy's coming.
Now it's just me and the bunnies.
Jack and the bunnies. Yoink. Like the way they did that transition of him grabbing them and they're gone. Alright. Now let's go see if we can talk to Mo. Some of these things took forever to figure out.
The minefield's been replanted. Tidy little vultures.
Indeed.
I hate surprises.
Why are you backing up to do it?
Don't think so. No. No. No.
Okay, well, I thought that was the way to do it.
I don't want want to set off any of these boys. I wonder how they keep it so smooth. I don't want to set off any of these boys.
Well, I'm fresh out of bunnies now.
No. No.
No, don't. Hang on,
I don't want
that
to set
might
off
be
any
it.
of these boys.
Hang on. That might be the ticket. Go on, my furry friend. Go to your death.
I don't want to set off any of these boys. No. I don't want to.
Alright, so I gotta basically just walk down the line.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't care what you want to do. We're running low on bunnies. Jeez. That's a lot of them. There we go.
That's the guy I was telling you about, Susie.
You sure?
Yeah, that's the guy who killed my father.
All right, vultures, rack 'em up.
Let's rip him quick.
Listen, Mo. You're making a big mistake.
Oh, Ben, you're right. We shouldn't do this quickly. We should draw this out, don't you think, Susie?
Hey, I got all night. You heard her, kids. Let's draw this out.
Ow.
Your father,
Don't you dare talk about my father, you heartless bastard.
Corley, and I
I said shut up about my dad.
Okay. Wrong topic.
I'm losing my temper, Marine.
And you're about to lose much more.
Malcolm once.
I said shut up about my dad.
I'm losing my temper, Marine.
And you're about to lose much more.
Am I?
Okay, that's enough.
Not quite.
That's gotta hurt.
I'm innocent.
You're in something, all right.
Let me go, or else.
Or else what?
I'll get blood all over your driveway.
That's good for the landscaping, actually.
Let me go, or else.
Or else what?
I'll sick the polecats on you.
The polecats are in jail, Ben. You put them there, remember?
Let me go, or else.
Or else what?
I'll tear this place apart.
Ironic choice of words, Ben.
Let me go, or else.
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
Ooh, like what?
Ah, good time.
Rat bike riding rubber covered vultures. Let me go, or else.
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
I like the audio cues that kind of tell you you're subtly on the right track.
What?
mink farmer.
Alright, let's get this right.
Let me go, or else
Or else what?
I'll call you names.
Ooh, like what?
Diaper Dynamo.
How did you hear that name?
Your father. He told me just before he died.
You bludgeoned my father and then talked about old times?
I didn't kill him. Ripburger did. A photographer took pictures, but her camera was stolen by the same thug that came after you.
I still have that roll.
Well, develop it, would you? While I still fit in my clothes?
Okay, you stay here.
Hey.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, don't sweat it.
I'm gonna get Ripburger even if I die trying.
No, we have to expose Ripburger at the shareholders meeting. That way, we take him down, we save my gang, and your father gets his dying wish. You take over Corley Motors.
Ripburger canceled the shareholders meeting. He made a statement to the press that there'd be no meeting until the murderers were brought to justice.
So, no shareholders meeting until we're both dead?
That could be arranged.
Okay, so here we go. Faking Ben and Maureen's death. Act 1,
Love the
Scene
outfit.
1. Adrian Ripburger, in a desperate attempt to lure our Maureen out of hiding, has developed the following lame-ass scheme. First prize at tonight's smash-up derby is a vintage hardtail that Mo restored with her dad. Rip hopes Mo will try to nab said bike on account of her sentimental attachment to it. So Ben and Mo play along, put on disguises, and enter the demolition derby, which ends tragically when their cars explode and both are presumed dead.
Question.
Please save your questions until the end. Now, the explosives in Mo's car can only be triggered by a head-on collision with Ben's car. This ejector seat projects Mo clear of the explosion, and she parachutes to safety.
Don't you think someone will notice her ejecting out of her car?
No, they'll all be watching you running around on fire.
Yeah, that's another question I have.
When your car explodes, you climb from it in flames and run around the stadium distracting the audience. In your cute little asbestos suit, of course.
That's some plan.
All right, then. Let's go blow you little darlings up.
All right, folks. Hang on to your chili dogs, cause it's time to start. The Corley Motors Smash-Atorium
this one took
Adventure
forever.
Driver Ultimate Destruction Maximum Carnage Marathon. Let's meet our crash cage gladiators. That mysterious-looking hooded figure wouldn't give us his real name. He prefers to be known as the Unknown Avenger. And that's just fine with us, isn't it, folks?
Oh, now I'm just embarrassed for them. Who do they think they're fooling with those ludicrous disguises?
And next to him is another masked newcomer. Please give a big Smash-Atorium salute to the Princess of Pile-Up, Doreen Schmorley.
All right, boys. Sick 'em.
And finally, we have a last-minute addition to the lineup tonight. A deadly-looking team known as the Boom Boom Brothers.
Try and get away now, bicycle boy.
All right now, are you ready to see some reckless driving? Are you ready to see some unnecessarily
Like a
violent
cat. And
destruction?
Felix the cat.
Then let the Demolition Derby begin.
Where are you, Ben?
Hang on, Mo. Here I come.
Ow. Ow.
Watch out for the Boom Boom Brothers, Mo.
hard to drive. Ow.
What are you doing? Get over here and nail me.
That car stalled when I bounced off the roof.
Porches
Looks like
words.
these babies have a glass jaw.
Alright, so I need to nullify Big Blue with the Boom Boom Brothers so that I can nail Mo. Alright. Ow. Ow. Okay, I know how I need to do it. I don't remember how to get you there. I love a game that totally cheats. Wait a minute.
Ben, I can't avoid these other cars forever.
Hold on. Okay, yeah. It's a demolition derby, not an avoidance derby. And be careful not to get too close to the boom booms. Shoot, they came back. Subtle nod there. I totally forgot about till just now. Since this is a LucasArts game, they have a subtle Star Wars reference in that the hero's car is Red 5. Oops. Excellent. Ow. Get up there. That guy.
Okay, Boom Boom Brothers. It's all over.
Get him! What are you doing? Are you taking a nap? Idiots.
Okay, Mo. Time for our big finale.
Do it!
Now that's an explosion, ladies and gentlemen. Can't see any survivors. Wait, what's that? It's the unknown Avenger, and he's on fire! Let's give him a hand, folks. That looks painful. We really should put him out right away, but what a show, huh? He's still going.
It's meant for that.
Still no sign of Ms. Morley. This is your moment to shine. What a pain threshold. Oh, the humanity. He's the runner and the torch all in one, folks. Well, we should put him out, don't you think? Well, okay, you heard him, Avenger.
Okay.
It's meant for nuts. That's the way out, but I can't get through that door.
Ah.
Man, quit clowning around and make a diversion.
I am a diversion.
No offense, but we need a bigger one. The bike is guarded.
Who cares about the bike?
Mo says it's important, so we're not leaving without it.
All right, I'll see what I can do, but I'm burning at both ends here.
Alright, so...
Well, folks, it looks like the party's getting a little out of hand. The stadium seems to be catching fire, but let's all remain calm and... Yeah, you're right. The derby's over. Run for your lives!
Finally. Now, squish that firefly while he's hot.
Look at him run.
Did you get him?
We finally got him, Bolus. That means Ripburger has to make us vice presidents now, like he promised, and give us 10,000 shares of stock each. Funny smell. What's that? The temperature light?
Well, on the bright side, I just made 20,000 shares of stock. Time to start the shareholders meeting.
Where's the hardtail?
All over the floor, Mr. Avenger.
What? What happened to your deep sentimental attachment to your father's vintage bike?
Ben, it's just a bike. I can put it back together in about a half an hour. That's assuming, of course, I can find that key.
What key are you talking about?
Key to my dad's safe. I remember he hid it somewhere on this bike, but I've looked everywhere and I can't find anything that even looks like a key.
What's in the safe that's so important?
My dad's will. I'm counting on him to tell the truth about me, finally.
Why did he keep you a secret all these years?
He didn't want people to find out about my mom.
What's so bad about Mrs. Corley?
She wasn't my mom.
Huh.
The plot thickens.
And how are we going to get in the factory?
In the back of the factory, there's a secret entrance that leads straight into Dad's office. He used to sneak me in so I could help him with his bike designs.
When he got too old to do all the work himself?
Nah, this was back when I was 6.
Well, we know where the secret passage is.
How do I find the secret passage?
Well, it's tricky. You have to wait for all the utility meters to turn black. Then you kick the wall in just the right spot, and you're in.
How do I find the right spot to kick?
Dad just knew exactly where to kick it. But I remember that there was this big crack in the wall, and if I lined up that crack with my eye level and kicked the wall right in front of me, this weird portal would open up.
Well,
what if I can't find that spot?
Just line up your eyes with the crack, wait for the meters to go black, and kick.
That kicking part is pretty vague.
Look, I was only 6. Give me a break.
How was your flight?
Well, there were some explosions during takeoff, and I landed in a minefield. But other than that, it was fine.
I'm fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
Great, now help me find that key.
What are we in, anyway?
It's a C-330 big mouth industrial cargo jumbo transport we fixed up. We want to get it rolling so we can take it to biker rallies.
You're going to try to fly this thing?
Rolling, Ben. Rolling. This baby's flying days are over, just like mine.
Remember that time you tried to kill me?
Yeah, we really taught you a lesson. Get it?
Yeah.
I'll never find that secret passage.
Hey, Ben, can't you see I'm busy? If I could find the spot to kick when I was only 6, I'm sure you can find it on your own.
I'll see what I can do.
Right.
She looks busy. Later, hopefully.
Yeah, baby. Alright, let's see. So these are the only parts I have access to. Every view takes me out of the parts. There's only so many lids that I can actually mess with. I think it's the numbers that are the key. I don't know, but let's take a screenshot. Let's go.
Here, take the photos. I don't want them. Show them to someone important if you get a chance.
Let's try to sneak in. Stadium's on fire. Can I go jack some more bunnies? I want my bunnies. Alright, I can. Life's never complete without a box of bunnies. The race car thing that ended up going through the rails, the little RC car. That one I figured out by complete and utter accident, just clicking around the screen. Finally it went in the area, and that was that. Alright, so there's a bunch of cracks in the wall here, and I need to line up with some of them. Wait till the meters go black. There we are. Yeah.
Now that's art. Very austere. No drawers. Furniture moving? No. Look at that stadium burn. That's gonna take a bite out of the pension fund.
Terrible.
This is where you put the card. Locked.
Well, alright.
It's meant for nuts. Looks like the meeting started.
Was not only an inspirational leader, but also a great personal friend. His loss affects us all deeply. Malcolm and I spoke often of the future. We talked of a day when Corley Motors would move beyond its humble beginnings into a new vehicular age. And although his tragic death took him from us sooner than anyone expected, Malcolm Corley's dream remains. And I shall carry out that dream in his memory. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to present to you the future of Corley Motors. The Corley minivan.
Corley was right. I never dreamed it would actually come to minivans, though.
Hey, who are you? How long have you been there? Oh, security! Help! Security! What took you so long? He ran down the hallway. Move it.
Mavis must be seeing things.
Hey, hon. How long have you been there? Oh, security. Gotta love it.
It's locked.
All right.
It's locked. It's locked.
Oh, these are locked. I'm waiting for the key card.
Man, that Ripburger can yap. Where does he get this crap? Ah! Help! Security! It was that same guy, the big one. Catch him this time, will ya?
Will ya?
This is gonna get old fast.
It's the same voice actor who did Corley. This is gonna get old fast. Let's make it get old.
Check out that double chin. What a stuffed shirt. Ah! Help! Security! Why can't you catch that guy? Donuts weighing you down.
That woman needs some sleep.
Alright, let's see how many more times I need to do this. I think that's the safe. Let's see if we can crack it.
Jeez, my feet are killing me. Ah! He was in here again. Are you even looking?
Maybe she's just lonely.
I'm sure Mavis is just lonely. Alright, floor safe. I knew it would be numbers. Alright, let's consult the image. If I'm right, it's going to be this one. Oops. Gotcha, baby.
There's some sort of card. A tape. I sure hope that's Corley's will. It's open.
Okay. Now we can have a bit of fun. Let's take the key card.
Cool.
That's a big projector.
National campaign. Many of you have young children. What you see before you right now is my vision for progress.
Oh, perfect.
This is a disaster.
You're telling me. We're gonna have some major downtime here. Why don't you tell a joke or something?
I don't know any jokes. You know, this reminds me of an amusing anecdote.
Does it now?
About
Well, I'm out of ideas.
Bet you are. Let's take a look at what I can see.
I can see all over the company from here. It's locked on that easel.
Well, good, then let's put some pictures on that easel.
Now, this next slide shows our new, more aggressive corporate strategy.
Hello there. If you're hearing this, I must have crowed. Well, people gotta move on, you know, and make room for other people. And that's what I'm here to talk about today. I've made room for someone else to take my place at Corley Motors. And it ain't that embezzling crook Adrian Ripburger. Rip, you don't belong at the head of my company. You belong in jail. I let that man talk me into far too many things. Like keeping my daughter a secret. He was wrong. I was wrong. I should have stood by her. I hope, Maureen, that you forgive me, and that you take over Corley Motors and run it however you see fit. All right, that's enough. How do I turn this damn thing off?
I'm sorry you had to hear that tape from one of Malcolm's psychiatric sessions. Near the end, he suffered many paranoid delusions. He was haunted by powerful forces of his own creation.
And here's one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Maureen Corley, and do I have a heck of a story for you. By the time I'm done, you'll see why this man should be in jail. Hey! Where'd he hobble off to?
Uh-oh. There he goes.
And then he sent his goons after me.
Convenient trek location.
Run, Ripburger. When it's time to find you, we'll just follow the shiny trail.
Yes, of course we'll have daycare facilities. Any other questions? Oh, speak of the devil. Come over here, Ben. Isn't this great, Ben? We're finally where we were meant to be all along.
Gonna have to drop the audio a bit here.
So, after we pick up your bike, we'll go get my gang out of jail.
And then find out why my gang never showed up to help us.
And then you go business suit shopping. Don't complain. You're going to be rich.
At this point, I'd settle for just a little peace and quiet.
Uh-oh.
She interrupted my speech then. She really shouldn't have. I was just about to talk about the inherent dangers of motor-side collaboration.
Can't you make this damn thing go any faster?
That's a sight to see.
Hey, it's got a crawl space, just like Emmett's truck. Can't reach it.
Okay, not going that way.
That fan's like a... pretty small.
Fun.
I'm saving that change. Pretty small. I can't. That fan's like a bit. Fun.
Guess you gotta put the whole box in. Fun, but ultimately not helpful. Oh, you want me to?
If I touched it, it would fall off.
Uh-oh. Oh, we did.
Let me try that again. So, after we pick up your bike, we'll go get my
skip that. Oh,
don't complain. You're going.
Alright, so
if I touched it, it would fall. I hate seeing it like this. It's myth. I'm saving that chain for
alright then. Let's do it this way and see if I can grab that little stick of his.
My cane!
You'll need more than a cane when I'm through with you, Ripburger.
There we go. Let's see what I can do with this. Let's see what I can do with you.
I don't see a nut anywhere on that. Won't budge. I'm safe.
There we go.
No one sneaks up on me from behind.
That dude's getting rough, but yeah, she hit hard.
I thought you said this thing couldn't move.
I said it couldn't fly. I never said it couldn't taxi.
Well, flying would be nice since we're headed for the...
Ripburger, you're going to kill all of us.
Shh, Ben, don't ruin the ending.
How do you stop this thing?
From the cockpit.
Ah, bugger, I don't remember what I'm doing. Because he's going to shoot at me.
Hello?
Back off, man.
Ah! Careful, Ben.
So much for the controls. I could have used those. Damn.
Emergency. Military crisis. Control loss. Brake systems. Emergency. Both. Yes. Okay then. I got a ton of options here. Entertainment. Movies. Aw, I like how they have adult only. That's funny. Ditch. Alarm. Post takeoff gear.
Here goes
There we go.
nothing.
What the?
Ben, what did you do?
Rather precarious.
Ben, are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Ripburger.
I can see him. He's out cold. Climb back here quick.
Jerk.
Alright. This vehicle has been reported as stolen. Let's get rid of you. Can't beat a Corley. Bye-bye.
Well, that answers that.
Pretty calm for hanging over the gorge.
Wait,
Thank you guys
come
for getting
back.
off.
We need your weight in the plane.
Yeah, baby. Ride out like a true hero. Audio glitches.
Life was a game to him, and he played it by his own rules. He was a mystery to most of us, and yet an inspiration to us all. He gave us freedom. He gave us power. He gave us wings. He gave us wheels. Thank you, Malcolm Corley, for giving us a dream that will never die.
So, maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
Yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
Things aren't gonna change, are they, Ben? I mean, just because I'm in charge of the company now, and living in a mansion and riding around in limos, that doesn't mean we won't spend a lot of time together, does it?
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben... just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him. Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah, good, great.
Riding off into the sunset alone. That hopefully later didn't happen. Alright, so I'm going to drop the audio here a little bit, so I don't get copyright infringement by the Gone Jackals on YouTube. But while the credits roll here, we'll have a little bit of a post-mortem. I did kind of go through this one a little faster because it's one that I have a lot of memories of as a kid, so it wasn't one that I really had to guess in a lot of situations, but there were parts I didn't remember, like on the truck, I didn't remember to flip the front up, but it's just trial and error, really. You know that the things you can interact with are the things that you have something to do with, The bunnies, I didn't remember everything about the bunnies. I remembered little tidbits about a lot of situations. The only parts I really knew were the parts at the beginning because, well, I played that once, the demo part so much, which was all in that city at the beginning, so it's a fun game. It definitely has aged. The control system's not too bad, even though it's a little bit clunky when you're trying to do the bike fighting scenes. The aesthetic and art direction, absolutely love it. It's so unique, something that's not really gone anymore. So you can, just even looking at this scene, you see a lot of the beautiful colors and you can see the scenes and it just has this great feel to it. The design of the characters, everything about it kind of looks good. The way they designed Ben, he looks like a bad guy, but he also looks like a good guy. Mo, she's kind of ambiguous. Mr. Corley, you could tell him by the look in his eyes, the way he acted, that he's probably your nice, kooky old guy. Then you've got Ripley, and you could just tell by the way he looked that he's this weaselly slimeball. So they just let you know all these things up front through the simple direction of the way the characters are designed and the way they look. Story itself isn't really crazy. It's got some good twists to it, some nice aspects to it, but it's not really unpredictable, I should say. You know pretty much up front who the bad guys are, as I mentioned with character design. You know what's going on, so it's not really surprising in any way. But it's kind of fun the way it unfolds and the things that you have to do with a little bit of subtle humor in there. It's not a long game, honestly. We got through this in about 3 hours with me knowing kind of what to do for 33% of it. The rest of it I had maybe a 50% memory on. I remembered the engine parts and the key and the bunnies and all that stuff. To be brutally honest, when I first played through and I had to go through those scenes, I was pretty pissed off because what the hell do I do? Having to think through getting the bunny, blowing up the bunny to get the battery, to take the battery back to the car, to get the car to go out of range, to get the bunnies, is a ridiculous system to, a ridiculous ends to a means, as I should say. It's just insane. But it's funny, it's humorous, and it makes for a lot of fun. The other games similar to these, Monkey Island and Grim Fandango, all have similar nuances to them in the same light, where they're ridiculous and stupid, but they're also just fun, and it's kind of fun to be immersed in this world because they really sell it very well, in my opinion. Voice acting was top-notch overall. The story's loose and kind of but it's fun to get pulled into it because if you just take it for what it is, you can really find a lot of fun in it, even in this day and age. So I know I did a playthrough through a lot of this, and it's not something that a lot of people know these days. I go to work and I talk to some of the younger kids who don't necessarily play these kind of games anymore because they don't exist or they're not familiar with this type of game, and it's a totally different world in modern gaming. And if you look at Boot Disc, wow, if you go back to what I talked about in the intro to this series with the Telltale Games and some of the other series with The Walking Dead and On the Rain-Slick Precipice and a couple of the other options out there, they've done a decent job of trying to recapture the basics of it, but it just doesn't have quite the same feel and aesthetic to it the way these old LucasArts and even some of the other brands just, they really told a fantastic story in these. And I'm going to keep up with the story aspect of this because in the next video I'm not sure exactly which one I'm going to do, but it'll be a good one. It'll be a lot of fun. Of course, we're going to have to leave this on a good note, so I remember, I think, what was this, 95? I think it was 10, 11, no, 95. It would have been 10 when this came out. Demos and all that stuff. And the end here just made it really funny for me as a kid, so thank you guys for watching. I'll leave you with the bunnies here, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you'd like to see or any problems or issues you had, and we'll see you next time.
And now the odds are greatly increased that I may someday get a chance to kiss your lips. I thank the Lord each day for the apocalypse.